All right, just hours from now, the Senate is set to reveal its new version of the health care bill, and not without pressure from the president. Listen.
I'm sitting waiting for that bill to come to my desk. I hope that they do it. They've been promising it for years. They've been promising it ever since Obamacare, which has failed. It's a failed experiment. It is totally gone. It's out of business. And we have to get this done, repeal and replace.
But our next guest warns this new bill does nothing to repeal Obamacare. Here to explain, GOP Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. Senator, are you encouraged at all about any changes over the break as we get set to all find out the details of this plan?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, the new plan actually doesn't repeal Obamacare. It keeps about half of the Obamacare taxes, keeps most of the Obamacare regulations, keeps most of the Obamacare subsidies, and it creates a giant insurance bailout super fund. And I just can't vote for a bill that creates a $200 billion fund to bail out insurance companies. I'm just not for that. I promised to repeal Obamacare, not to continue Obamacare.
You know you can't repeal it because you don't have 60 votes to replace it. So that's not going to happen. So judging by the fact that this bill, even with its faults that you just, as you view it, this bill is better than Obamacare. Why not pass it and then make it better over the next 3 years and maybe next over 5 years through your Health and Human Services Secretary?
I don't know that this is better than Obamacare. We keep in place the fundamental flaw of Obamacare. The fundamental flaw of Obamacare, which has caused the death spiral, is that we tell people, hey, you don't need to buy insurance now. You can get it after you're sick. What a great deal. And we have these regulations that make it really expensive for young, healthy people. All of that remains. And so the Republicans don't fix the death spiral of Obamacare. They subsidize it. So this nearly $200 billion insurance bailout fund is to subsidize the death spiral. We don't fix the death spiral.
Well, tell me about this $200 billion
that doesn't
fund.
repeal Obamacare and doesn't fix it.
Tell me about the $200 billion fund you're referring to.
There's something called an insurance stabilization fund, and to my mind, it's a bailout of the insurance companies. The insurance companies make $15 billion a year. They've got their hands all over this bill. They've written everything in the bill is to benefit insurance companies. What kind of business is it to be in a business where everybody has to buy insurance and then it's subsidized? Insurance companies don't need taxpayer money. I think it's a crazy idea, and I just can't support more big government. I promised people I would repeal Obamacare. This bill doesn't repeal it.
In reality, I was listening to Jason Riley, a conservative columnist on Sunday, who might be as conservative as you, and he says, in reality, in today's America, you cannot take back an entitlement. You can shape it, you can work around the edges, but you cannot do it all over again, especially with just one party.
I disagree. See, I think we can offer something better than Obamacare. What I've been offering is there's 27 million people that were left behind by Obamacare who have no insurance currently. What I've been offering is a plan that would offer insurance to all of them at a cheaper price. Let every individual in this country, plumbers, pest control, carpenters, welders, let them join together in associations so they can get group insurance at a cheaper price. But you have to believe in freedom. You have to believe that leaving people alone, that the marketplace will bring the prices down.
Senator Paul, no one questions your intellect and experience, especially with your medical background. However, I look at a guy like Senator Ron Johnson, who's conservative, says, I'm going to try to make this better, but he looks like he is ready to get on board. Ted Cruz has an amendment. He wants to be part of it. I get the sense that he would bite his tongue and get on board. If it would show a victory for Republicans and be better, and you can make it better, why not do it? And then over the course of time, through a president that believes what you believe in many cases, who you get along with, at least golf with, why not gradually make it better rather than just drop it and lose?
No, I think it's not an either-or situation. I think you can still have a conservative, clean repeal. I think if this bill fails, which I think there's still a chance that it will fail, that our backup plan should be divide the bills in two. Let's have a clean repeal, what we promised the American people, clean repeal of Obamacare, and if the big government Republicans want to spend a lot of money, they can work with Democrats on a separate bill that spends money. But you can't have conservatives like myself voting for something that is
real quick,
big government.
We're up against the break, but real quick, these people believe what you believe, they're conservative, but they also don't know they can't get 60 votes, so they got to do this in a way that gets them a simple majority.
It's a simple majority. It's a simple majority. 52 Republicans, every one of them promised to repeal Obamacare. Why don't we put forward the bill we voted on a year ago. We voted on a clean repeal a year ago, and every Republican, save one, voted for it. Why don't we do that again?
I understand what you say, but that year or so with absolutely no plan could destroy a party.
No, it's just lack of resolve, and it's lack of commitment, and people forgetting they promised the American voter they would repeal it.
Always great to have you. Thank you, Senator.
Thanks, Brad.
Coming up next, she was a mother of 3 beautiful children.